So one of the questions that came up is, what do we do with this thing here? Okay, most of the time when we remove these older units, okay, there's no OSB. Lately I've gotten a cluster of them with OSB in here. So what do you do? Okay, because it's a shear wall that's designed in here for installation and okay, for the wall. So what do? Either you can trim it, you can trim the OSB depending upon the length of the wires, or you just simply put the hole back in the same location. So with a reference mark already here that we know where our utility lines are, here, that's our demarcation mark that we'll use for all of our references. So across here, so we have a mark here. So that's our 0, 0 spot. Okay? So 0, 0 meaning if I go up here, that's plus 18. If I down here, that's 21, 22 down here. That's our 0, 0 mark. Okay? Just rough. So what we can see here is where this is at up here, mark it about 6.5 inches to center. Okay? Where our 0, 0 mark is going to be. So 6.5 inches. So, and then we know that this is 7 inches from here to here. Okay, on the inside is 6.5, but it's 7 inches here. Again, it's 14 inches, roughly 14. This here is 14 1/4, like I said before. Okay, they're not all perfect. You got your rain top here, makes it look like it's 14 3/4, but it's not because it's all tapered inward. So roughly 7 inches here, 7 inches there. They're all the same on this style of box. So again. And then how far over from the outside edge? 5.5 inches to center, we said, and 6.5. So we want to just mark it 6.5 somewhere by 5. Right, by 5. Okay, so close everything up so nobody comes in behind us. Also, too, when there's kids around, very, very careful about leaving these things open or exposed. Okay, we don't want anybody hurt. You know, good intentions, it's just that, good intentions. But working around live power, unfortunately, people die. People get seriously injured with electricity. Okay, so be careful. So now we're going to go back to our box here. And we said it's 6.5 inches down from our 0, 0 spot on this one. So it'd be 6.5 here. By 5. By 5. So 5 would be here. So, okay, obviously we're not going to go here. So we need to make sure that our bus, our ground bus, is not hit. Okay, so here we have the potential of hitting the bus. So, looks like we're not going to have any choice except we're going to have to notch down around to lower it. Okay, so our knockout is not going to be interfering with the ground bar. Okay, because last thing we want is a chafed wire or a cut or a compromised neutral grounding system. Okay, it's all mathematically equated out with the rules that are required. Don't alter, don't modify it. You can modify the box for the UL listing. Blah blah blah. Just don't hit any of the critical components. So again, so now once I have my mark, now I can measure off from the bottom. Here, that's 13 inches here, the bottom. So I know it's 13 inches here. By 5. That's my center mark. That's my center. Okay, right? So 13 inches, 5 inches. That's my center hole. So we'll pre-drill this here and see where we are. If we need to, with our tools, we can move this knockout accordingly. Okay, we're going to move down or over, away from the ground. Here's the ground right here. Okay, it goes across here. Here's the screws that mount the ground and the neutral bar to the can. Okay, grounded, bonded, okay, etc., etc. Looks like we're in clearance. We'll go ahead and put it in right now. Okay.